I'm Yeah! Welcome to ArtCo Drone Solutions. We've got a kick-ass show tonight. We've got tons of people in the green room. We've got Paul Wedgenbig. He's going to join us in a few. And Bill Ronayne of Uncle Bill's Toys and Drones. And so let's get this show going. Let's do a little bit of humor from the old joke book here. Okay. All right, we'll do a little bit of music humor. All right. I sold my guitar today to a bloke with no arms. I asked him how he was going to work. He said, I play by ear. Ooh. I spent all day searching for my YouTube CD, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Yeah. This bloke said to me, I'm going to attack you with the neck of my guitar. I said, is that a threat? Oh. I'm in a band called Stuck in the Departure Lounge. Check us out. I just penned a song about tortillas. Actually, it's more of a rap. Oh. I just saw a large singer with a laptop. It was Adele. Oh. Adele. A driver crashed her 4x4 while listening to Adele on the radio. She was rolling in the Jeep. I went to see a Stiff Little Fingers tribute band last night. They were called Arthritis. Oh! I don't like country music, but I don't mean to denigrate those who do. And for those who like country music, denigrate means put down. Yeah, there we go. I woke last night to find the ghost of Gloria Gaynor standing at the foot of my bed. At first I was afraid, and then I was petrified. Ooh. So I was at this folk club, and the bloke next to me started humming. I said, can you change your shirt? Ooh. I went to see the Royal Albert Hall and was full of pushchairs. It was the last night of the pram. Oh, a little bit British humor. If you don't know what pram is, that's what a stroller is. Okay. All right, just a couple. Okay, I threw a biscuit at my neighbor the other day, but he ducked. Jammy Dodger. Just a couple more, I know. Just thank Lloyd Mendenhall for sending me this book, full of English humor that nobody's going to get over. People call me hypochondriac. That really hurts. Oh. Do homeless people get not jokes? I saw this man and woman wrapped in a barcode. I said, are you two an item? I once met this gangster who pulled up the back of the people's pants. It was, never mind. That the thing about, here's something up my alley. The thing about dwarfs and midgets is that they have very little in common. Oh, hello. All right, let's end this nonsense. Okay. Alrighty. So today we're going to be talking about one of the topics we're going to be talking about is how to make end screens. And there are several different ways you can make end screens for those of you who make YouTube videos. Those are pretty important at the end of your video to thank whoever's watching. Thanks for watching, and also to get them to subscribe to your channel. And depending on what kind of end screen, you can have them show what the previous video was, or maybe one of your best videos on there. So let's get this going all the way from somewhere in the Northeast. I have no idea where Paul is. I imagine it's either New York or Massachusetts with the accent he's got. So let's welcome Paul of Wedge and Big. Welcome, Paul.
You were correct. It's Massachusetts.
Beautiful state. Haven't been there in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
But thanks for coming. And Paul, this is his first time on this channel. So welcome.
Yep. And this is Benjamin.
Hey, Benjamin. Good to see you. So you're a drone channel. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and I'll bring up Bill shortly.
Yeah, I just I make cinematic drone videos on YouTube, and I run a group on Facebook, United States Drone Society. A fairly new group, but we already have over 200 members, so working there, you know.
Awesome.
Yeah. You were talking about end screens. I use templates and then customize them from there.
Right.
Yeah. Keep it simple, you know?
Yep, that's right. All right, let's welcome all the way from Port St. Lucie. Let's welcome the ever cheerful Bill Ronayne.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, what's going on? Good to see. Oh, what's going on with my video? My screen.
Yeah.
Looks like there's flies or bugs or something. What's going on? I'm good. How you guys doing? What's wonderful to see you.
We're doing pretty good.
In very
pretty
hot.
Good. So.
That's what it is.
Is it coming from the light?
No, I just don't have it set right. I must have hit it and moved it. I don't know. I do that sometimes. No good. Who cares? There. Looks like shite. Let me see. Let me turn it up. Nope, it's up. I don't know what's going on. Probably should have taken care of that before I came in here. It's hot, it's humid, and it's just sunny most of the day. We're getting some rain here in Florida, but aside from that, been able to do a little fishing lately. Not catching, fishing, you know.
What are you fishing for?
Just fun.
Whatever's biting, I'll take it.
I mean, whatever's there, you know. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff here in Florida, you know. But the last couple of times out, I tried a little freshwater fishing just to see, you know, how it would go, and it went just like the saltwater fishing. I didn't catch a damn thing. I mean, there's catfish, there's bass. We got all, you know. I don't know if they'll pickerel or not. Yeah, that's even better. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, that looks so professional.
Yeah, thank you for your comments, Art. I appreciate it.
Just pretend it's a bunch of mosquitoes coming out for the first time.
It is. You know, it's Hawaii. There's a lot of mosquitoes. I don't know why it's doing that, because they're pretty close to where they usually are.
It started when you got up out of your chair earlier.
Did it?
Yeah, you were fine before you left. By the way, nice shirt.
Is that a Captain Ray?
Oh, yeah, from the drone meetup. Awesome.
South Florida Drone Meetup, ladies and gentlemen, which will be happening here in Port St. Lucie again next year, and next April. April 2nd? I don't know. Sometime in April. Maddie, you got the date? Throw it in the chat. I don't know it off the top of my head.
So let's say hello to the folks in the chat. We've got Johnny DRC, Ashley Brown. I haven't seen her around here. Welcome, Ashley. Don Doss, Mudball Creative. Dominic, Northside Hawk. Charles Galuski, Maddie of Maddie Drone World. Warren Akira Show. Then we have Paul Wedge and Big. Mike, of Text Art Drone Guy. And then we got Seeger Art. And then Gene of Gene Fox Green Mountain Droning, Drone Rob. Kelly Shores of Ready Set Drone. Oh, by the way, last night was he does a monthly show, and he had a contest, and well, I thought I had won because in my chat it showed that I was ahead of Mike B, but Kelly sent me the screenshot, and he was correct. Congratulations, Mike B, the Drone Ranger, on your win. So, thank you. And then we have Crypto Man. I gotta do Crypto Man 5000.
Whoa.
Big entrance.
Whoa.
And who else do we have? We've got a whole bunch of people. Steven Drones, welcome. South Florida Drone Flyers, Steve W. Knowles.
That's Al. Hey, Al. South Florida Drone Flyers. Good guy.
Alrighty.
They're all good guys.
We got a good Have Drone Will Fly. Is that Chris? I believe that's Chris.
You're getting obsessed now, Bill.
Who?
We've got a great crowd tonight. That is awesome. So tonight we're going to be talking about end screens, and Paul was talking about he likes to use templates, and I use Filmora, which has a ton of templates, but mainly what I use is it's called Canva, and it's an online program, and you could do all kinds of stuff. You could do thumbnails, you could do presentations, social media stuff, all kinds of stuff. But they have a ton of templates as well. Some of them you have to pay for, and some of them are free. And what I like to do is I would take a blank slate and go into the settings where you could add borders and all kinds of neat stuff. And then the cool thing about it is they have this thing called animate. So when you use the end screen, it'll animate it to where everything either just pops together, or it comes up from the bottom or from the sides. I mean, I'll share the one that I've made. Trying to find it. Where did I put it?
Anybody got any bug spray?
Is my video lagging?
No, not at all. You sound
good.
You don't look as good as the crazy person behind you there with the stretching his mouth out, but you look good.
Yeah, he's the better side of me.
Yeah. I give up.
Okay, let's see if I could. Okay.
Same lights I use every time I'm on. I don't get it. What the heck happened, Paul?
I'm telling you, it happened when you got up.
There's the end screen that I made.
Oh, okay. Which
turned out really cool. See how everything just kind of pops together, and you got it's like an MP 4 or 3, and neat little box where you can put your last video in, or one of your favorite videos in, and yeah.
Did you say you can animate it too?
Yeah, that's.
You should put a door on there and pop out of the door.
Ooh, that good idea. Good
I
idea.
only see one problem with it, that face on the left-hand side there. I think you can improve it. Yeah, use his face. That's even better. With the fingers in the mouth, that would be perfect.
But yeah, so I just jazzed it up a little bit, and let's see if I can get see how it just kind of.
You got kind of a tombstone effect going there with the shape of the.
It's more like an arched doorway.
Oh, okay. It's small,
And
a
the
short one.
neat thing about it is you can adjust the duration because YouTube likes 20 seconds, so I make them to 20 seconds, and that way it works out great.
Yeah.
So what do you use, Paul, to make your?
Well, I use Power Director to edit my videos, and I already have pre-made end screens. They don't have the borders on it or anything, so I designed my end screen so that way when I place the recommended video at the end, it's always on the bottom left corner where it's not in the way of any of the text.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't to make it more of them. I have a bunch of ends. I have one end screen that I use actually, and I have a bunch of different intros.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, and that's the cool thing about Canva is you could do intros, you could do outros, and all kinds of really neat stuff. Thumbnails, and that's how my thumbnails have gotten better and better over time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could use that. You could use Blender if you want to really get creative.
Yeah,
With
it's
it, where
difficult to get a good thumbnail though because YouTube only allows you 2 megabytes, and a lot of times you end up having to do a print screen and save it as a JPEG, and you lose a bunch of quality.
Yep. And that's what I do with some of my photos. I'll take them out of a video, and I have a software that'll convert JPEG, or it'll convert video into JPEG, and then you can go through and pick out the photo you want. And then there's another online product that'll take the background out.
You know that it's built into Windows 11 for free, right?
And I don't use a capture from the video itself. When I go out on location to film a location, I take a photo, a AEB photo, when I edit it. The problem is even when I compress it down to a JPEG, it's still like 13 megabytes. So I have to literally pull it up and do a screenshot and paste it in Paint and save it as a JPEG, and then it's small enough. But you lose a lot of detail that way.
Well, why don't you use a better video, like something better like GIMP, or I mean that's free. Or I mean I have Photoshop, but
yeah, I haven't explored the options for it. I just know when I tried to compress it down, I couldn't get it small enough.
Well, GIMP is an open source photo editing software you can download. It's very powerful and it's free, and it'll always be free. It's open source, so you should check that out, and you can resize and and do all kinds of things with that, and change the different quality level of the JPEG. But built right into Windows 11, they got Windows, what's it called? Photo and video player or something, whatever. It's the default one. And if you open your video with it, there's actually a little, you hit it and it says, and actually, it says, what's it say? Create a photo from video. And you can go frame by frame by frame and then pick the right one and pull it out. And that's actually free. It's part of Windows 11. Probably 10 too, but I know definitely 11. But that's free. And as far as thumbnails are concerned, like I said, I like Photoshop. I usually use that, But I also have GIMP. I also have Photoshop, which is once upon a time was Jask, JASC, but Jask apparently bought Corel. And Corel was the big competition to Adobe once upon a time. And they've got a nice photo suite and video editing suite that you can get, and it's very reasonable, and you don't have to pay a monthly prescription. prescription.
Awesome.
Let me hit my prescriptions. Subscription. You don't have to pay a monthly subscription for you. I like stuff where you pay for it once and you got it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Same here.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
And so they've got, because I do because on Bill Thomas's channel they were talking about that. So I did a little research. You know, like I said, I've got old Paint Shop Pro. Now they got Paint Shop Ultimate, and it comes with video editing Ultimate and whatever. And it seems pretty powerful. It's got AI, it's got all the neat tips and tricks and stuff. But I do use Filmora, actually. I don't know if you saw that little short, that little 30 I just put on my channels for Tammy and Max.
Yeah, I seen it the other day before yesterday.
Yeah, I did it during her stream. I just threw it together, you know, because I was thinking, what was she like? What do I have that she? Oh yeah, she likes this video. It was, you know, it's her and Max, you know. So I figure feed the ego. So I'll be the first video, and it worked. I'm gonna be the first video next week, which figures out how to do that. But no, I took that and I threw it together. Filmora is great. Paul, have you ever played with that at all? You can download a free version just to try it out. But it's video editing.
Yeah, that's what I've used. I'm up to Filmora 11. Mm-hmm. My problem is it'll come up with a pop-up saying, "Hey, we've updated. Would you like to download it?" I go, "Sure." And then it just stays at 0, and then it says, "Cannot upload the video or the update." And I'm like, I can't figure out why it's not letting me. And it did that with Filmora 10 as well. So
I just updated mine because that's the first time I'd used it in a long time. Because as you know, I mostly stream. You know, I haven't done a lot of videos lately. So obviously there was an update, and it updated just fine. So that's interesting. But it works great. What's nice about Paul? What's nice about Filmora is they give you a lot of free templates, a lot of free intros, a lot of free outros. A lot of effects for free, music, built-in music that you're allowed to use for free, and it just plus there's AI. It's pretty powerful considering I paid $70 for it.
Yeah, I have Power Director 365. Excuse me. I stick with it. It's kind of like you get used to using a program and you kind of go with that because that's what you like to use. I'm comfortable with it, and I'm getting more comfortable with it. So, you know, it just, I guess everyone has their own taste, but I got a ton of all that stuff too. The templates, transitions, and they release new ones every month. So I get those every month also.
Gotcha. I can probably check because I have Photo Director also, and there might be a way in there for me to compress my thumbnails more. I just haven't looked more into it. It was a lot simpler just to pull up the picture and take a screenshot and paste it in Paint. Well, if you get something that has some more features and more, you know, a little more power to it, like I said, check out GIMP. It's free.
Yeah, I know what GIMP is, but Photo Director is very powerful. It's a very powerful program.
But you have it already. But you said you're resizing your photos with Paint.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it with Photo Director. I'm sure there's probably a way. I just haven't looked into it more.
Oh, of course there is. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
But now that you mentioned it, I know what GIMP is. I remember in the early days of GIMP, people were using that for a whole bunch of online stuff. Mm-hmm. Very popular.
I downloaded because at work I don't like putting pirated software. Oops, on the PCs at work. So I that's the only reason I even tried it out, because there's at the bowling center there's all kinds of images and things that we put up on the screens in between, you know, any advertising and like that. And for the same reason I had to resize to the correct size and blah blah blah. So I put that on there, and it's fairly lightweight because those machines are just 8 gig business machines, the Dell business machines that they bought, and it runs pretty well on it. So. But that's the reason I started playing with that. And then people are like, "Oh, you know, it's difficult to use." It's not. It's no difficult to use than any other video editing software or photo editing software. You just got to learn the menu. Everything, you know, it's just finding what you're looking for, and they name things differently than Photoshop or whatever I'm used to using, or Paint Shop Pro, or whatever it is I'm used to using. I mean, it doesn't have as many features as a full-blown Photoshop or whatever, or photo director maybe, but it's got plenty. It's got more than
Yeah.
you need, you know. As long as you can work with layers, and you can, I mean, at least the very basics, easily crop and resize and like I said, and layers and text over and another layer and a little vectoring, and that's it. And it does it all fine. And but you got to learn how to think. If you go to save as, like say you want to save as a JPEG, some software is very intuitive. You can say save as and then pick JPEG. But with this particular one, you can't. If you save as, it's going to save it as a GIMP file, whatever the extension is.
Yeah.
So you got to export it, and then you can pick whatever you want, JPEG or GIF or GIMP, or not GIMP, GIF or TIFF or whatever it is you want to export it as, you know.
Yeah, I just shared a photo in the StreamYard chat. Art, you want to pull that up? That's a photo I took of my Air 2S and I edited in Photo Director.
Sure. Go ahead and put that in.
Yeah, I sent it to the
It's in
StreamYard
the private
chat.
chat, Art.
On the what?
He put it in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Spring Hill Beach.
I want to say hi to some people. Hey, Chris. Hey, Maddie. Hey, Bob. Brother Bob. How you doing? Mike B. You pervert. We got nice. Who else we got? Oh, Texas Arch. Hey, you know what I found, Mike? Michael Wright. I'm sorry. While you're doing that, I'm just going to just blather. I got this
There
Texas
we go.
from a true
Oh, that's
Texan,
awesome.
from a true Texan when I was in Texas.
That's in Sandwich, Massachusetts.
Oh,
I've seen
I
this.
like that picture.
I saw this. You had this on your
that's
channel.
awesome.
Yeah.
Didn't you use this?
I have a video coming for that. I haven't edited it yet though.
Where have I seen this then? I've seen it before. I thought I did.
Yeah, you probably saw it on Facebook.
Yeah, because I shared it to some groups.
That's where I saw it. Yeah, very nice. And this is a what's that called? A moor? This area, more or less.
I don't know what they call it. It's
I mean, it looks like it's all wet, not just the water that you can see, but that looks like it's floating on there. I mean,
Yeah,
can you walk in that?
people go through there with boats and kayaks.
But the green around the water, is that walkable or is that growth?
No,
or
it's
floating?
you don't want to walk on that. They have
Yeah, it's like swamp.
they actually have
Yeah.
a bridge that you can walk along and a parking area that you can park on, but you kind of don't want to mess with any of that.
It's very pretty. How do you get out? How do you get out to the big water out there? Just by boat?
There's a beach you can actually get out there. They have a road that'll take you right to the beach.
Cool.
Cool.
Very nice.
Awesome. Good job, Paul.
Thank you.
I'm trying to cover my gnats. Here, this will work. I'll just sit right here.
There you go. You got rid of it.
I don't get why it's doing that. This thing's on totally high. No matter where I put it. Almost gone.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
I don't understand why all of a sudden. That's really weird.
let's say hello to Chris of Sunrise Water Media. Good to see you, Chris. And Bob Casey and Charles Hatmaker. And Mike B, a.k.a. the Drone Ranger. Good to see you. Hey, let's welcome another Floridian all the way from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Let's welcome Matt Cundiff. Welcome, Matt.
I'm here to learn something.
What's going on, Maddie?
What's going on, guys? Paul, Bill?
Hi, Matt. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Bill?
Happy weekend to the 4th. I hope you're going to have a good weekend.
Just wonderful.
Just wonderful. Hi. What's up, dude? This kid's chilling back there.
Yeah.
Ooh. Look
Got a
what I
star.
Did I just fix it?
Yeah, you like
Yeah,
that, Billy?
you look good now. Finally.
I swear to
Okay,
God, I did
doesn't
not
that
go
look
put
good?
this shirt on.
How my settings? My settings changed. Okay. There we go. There. No gnats.
Look,
Oh, hey, love the hat, Matt.
that's Johnny.
Looks great.
It showed up. He sent me 3 of them. I didn't even know they were coming.
Awesome.
He's a snake. He's a trickster. There you go. I like these hats. They're pretty comfortable.
I don't
It's the
know where I
same one as Johnny's.
I stole this from Johnny, so I don't know where it came from. Just appeared one day.
Paul, you do all the color grading and everything on those pictures, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how the hell you make those things look so good. I can't do that.
Very slowly.
I noticed.
Move a slider here, move another slider there, just till I get it the way I want it.
I can't do it. I don't know how to color it. I don't know how to color grade. I don't know. Editing programs.
Well, you know, Maddie, a lot of the software we were talking about, they will have a bunch of preset image fixing things that you can do, and you just pull them up and you just move the slider back and forth, and then to where you like it. I mean, it's really not hard if you.
It's probably easier than I think. I'm probably putting too much thought into it.
You know, I mean, you don't have to become an expert and go crazy. My colors aren't good enough to be an expert, you know. So I just I'll have to rely on the automated stuff that's built into the software.
Yeah.
You know, and then ask my wife, does that look good? Because her colors wrong. That's what I use her for. Honey, what color is this wire? I have red-green color blindness.
Do you? I never knew that.
I can tell by the way I dress.
Usually you're wearing jeans and a t-shirt, so it usually matches.
I know. Magic. Good enough. It blends.
Keep it simple.
Blend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
See, first you put your finger in your nose, then you put it in your ear.
Hey, let's say hello to Herman, Phantom Flight 101, and Bill Thomas of Coast Coast Drones. Welcome.
Hey, Banganda. Banganda means like pretty face or something. I don't know. Mahalo. Oh, that's Hawaiian.
Oh, this beast. Look at beast.
So I was out fishing today, so let's see if I can pull up the photo of the fish head. Where did I put that?
You caught something.
Yes, I caught a big carp.
Cool.
Another carp.
Yeah.
Do you eat those things?
Why not?
I don't, but I
I've never tried 'em.
have friends that do.
I've never tried them.
I have a friend, he says if you smoke them, they're just delicious.
Hey, John.
Although I don't really fish for them. It's a different kind of fishing for them down here. There's a different way of doing. You don't just catch them like you would a bass. A little bit more difficult.
You know,
yeah.
there's some bodies of water going up towards St. Cloud that have tilapia.
Whoa.
Like known tilapia ones, and you just fish for them with bread balls and
Oh yeah.
you know, and I'm gonna have to do that someday because I actually like tilapia. All the other fish I catch, I just bring it home to my wife and let her kill it.
We do a lot of speck fishing out in the Everglades, which is like crappie, big ass crappie, or big crappie. Sorry, and that's all it is. You're in the middle of the night and you're using little Missouri minnows to a tiny hair hook, and that's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun.
I love going fishing for largemouth bass or striped bass.
Largemouth
yeah.
bass. Florida's known for largemouth.
Largemouth is the shit.
They are everywhere.
They're a great fighter. Well, I used to catch them in Pennsylvania too when I lived there for 27 years, and a lot of largemouth, smallmouth, and trout. That's pretty much what you went for in northeastern PA. And but I haven't caught a trout in many years. But that's a really good.
You know what's good fighting? Good fighting down here too is peacock bass. Peacock bass fighting.
Oh yeah,
like
that's
sharks.
what I wanted to try and catch when I was down there last night.
They're
But,
like you can get the
that's
same size peacock as a bass. The two different fish, same exact size, and one's going to fight completely different than the other.
Yep.
It's like fighting a shark compared to a little like a turtle, I guess.
Which I caught while I was down there.
Yeah, he was a monster.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
I'm
huge.
glad you were on a dock because if you weren't, One of us
Yeah.
would have ended up trying to go down there and get him, and it wasn't going to be me. That little sucker would take your hands off.
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
anyone going to be recording the fireworks on Monday?
I wish.
I'm
gotta
going to
work.
try.
I may try. Yeah.
I've done it before with my Air 2S, right? I am
gotta
going to
work.
try and do it with this.
Whoa.
Now, can you hover with that? Can you hover in place? Or you got to be moving all the time.
I can hover pretty well with it.
Whoa.
Nice picture.
Oh, that's a cool photo, Bill.
That was last year, 4th
That
of
was
July,
last
wasn't it?
year, 4th of July. Yeah. You can see some. You see the fireworks?
Oh wow!
Oh yes. Yes.
So
The clouds got jealous and said, "No way."
I was live streaming the 4th of July last year with my Air 2S, and there was a storm, obviously, off maybe five miles up that way, and I was catching all kinds of. I got all kinds of lightning strikes that I caught, but it came out great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was last year. I wish I could. I'm working this 4th of July unless we
Yeah.
close early.
That-
I'm hoping
I've-
we're dead. Nobody go to Stuart Bowl Monday. You hear me, you fuckers? Okay, there we go.
I've done it with the
Maybe
Air
close
2S.
early.
We do it with camera drones, pretty simple, but I've never actually flown through them. So that's what I'm gonna try. The problem is though is that the Hero 8, the camera is not the best at night. So the only thing you're gonna see is the sparks themselves, unfortunately.
Right.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put it up at like 200 feet and then just start diving fireworks.
Hey, I want to say hello to SK Lifty.
Rob
Lifty D's. Welcome,
Rob
welcome.
Supreme. The answer to that is
Rob
yes.
Supreme.
As long as you don't sell them,
Cookies and cream.
don't
And
sell
you
the
have to-
don't sell the pictures.
You can fly at night. You don't need a 107 to fly at night, do you? You don't.
No,
Oh,
just
we
do
got
not
the
sell.
flyby guys.
But he
Do not-
needs anti-collision lighting.
Do not sell the pictures. Do not anything like that. And then make sure you have a strobe light on your Mini 3, which means guess what?
Yep.
You have to have a registration sticker on it.
Yep.
Legally.
That's right.
Legally.
That's correct.
No, it's not the Polar, Kelly. I wish it was. It's just a regular Vista, which kind of sucks at night. But oh well. I figured the neighborhood, Florida's crazy when it comes to fireworks. Everybody and their grandmother is shooting them off, so should be enough light. Should be enough light at midnight to
That's not.
Well,
just-
where I'm going,
no,
on
but here in this
Monday-
neighborhood, it's perfect.
I'm going to be at the Candyman's house. The guy that I get all this good candy that I'm going to be giving away in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Sounds
gonna-
like
Take a
fireplace.
sunrise. Sorry, I was thinking that and it came out my mouth.
Were you doing the Willy Wonka bit there? Is that what that was?
No, that was.
yeah, sort of. Every show, I do a giveaway where I give away some almond toffee from Enstrom's, and
Sprinkle
these
it
two
with-
guys have had the Enstrom's almond toffee.
Yes, I've had them more than once.
Yeah.
I've won them, and then I had you sent me a box for my daughter's birthday.
Right.
Art sent a box to me because I kept whining and pissing in the morning and crying.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
How
I'm
I
showing-
never win any.
I'm showing that to
delightful.
Kelly, by the way.
Oh,
Just-
cool.
That's the one that I'm going to put the Polar Cam on this one. That's the one that's going to go on.
Awesome.
He wanted to know if I was going to try the Polar camera.
Now, how long you get out of the battery for that drone, Maddie?
What's that?
How long do you get out of the battery for that?
This one, none, because there's no components in there. But no, on a normal quad, probably like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's why I have so many of them. FPV batteries. I wish the battery technology was a lot better.
No,
It's not.
it will down the road. They're always improved. Want to say hello to Robbie of Travel Tech 360.
Who's
And
Who's ignoring Bill Thomas? Who's ignoring you, Bill?
and we got Quinn Dynasty.
That's Bill.
Welcome, Bill. Good to see you.
Another
Kelly,
Bill.
that's the CL1 that remember Doc Murdoch built for me at Spin Up. That was my first. You guys were there when I did my first flight in the grass.
Uh-huh.
That's the one, but it's just
Cool.
torn apart because it's going digital and I'm putting new components on it, so I'm rebuilding it. But
Awesome.
that's the one. I wish it was a solderless build.
You want me to go out and
Those bad boys are expensive though.
Just don't turn that up too loud.
Now I got to put it back, and it's gonna take me. I'm gonna tweak my back doing this. I made it. Oh, by the way, Art, I got your sticker, buddy, and it's going on the wall.
Awesome.
It's going on
Awesome.
the wall.
Cool. And I'll be giving those away later on in the show.
I just got to find somewhere to put it, dude. I'm running out of room. All right,
There you go.
You're gonna watch me do this shit live. I don't care. Hang on. Oh, the computer's gonna fall.
You should, Paul. I was going to say you should put the link to your Facebook group.
He did.
In the chat. Did he?
Oh no, the group. No. The group. No, put the group in there. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, do it again. Or you didn't do it. Do it. Do it. Do
What
it.
was it? United States Drone Society? Is that what it's called? United Drone Society. Oh
Yep.
my goodness, this sticker's a pain in the butt.
The tagline's connecting across America.
I like that.
Greatest country on earth.
America.
Sorry, Canadians. Love you guys.
All
Well,
right.
speaking of July 4th, we've got some drone light shows coming up here in the States here, and I will, you know what,
Well, I already have
share
Ray
the
Kelly.
screen.
All right, you're going to go over Ray Kelly because I already have one on there of him. There we go.
Alrighty, so you guys,
You're on the board, Art. Attaboy.
I'm on the board.
He's on the board.
So, all right. So we got Cincinnati, Ohio, Rochester, New York,
Oh.
Dollywood Theme Park, North Richland Hills, Altum City, and Watauga, Texas. Tusayan, Arizona, and Bryan, Texas.
What are we looking at here, Art?
Macy's fireworks show. Hey,
Drone show.
cool. St. Petersburg, Florida, July 6th. So they're expecting 300 drones to fly in formation stretching over 500 feet across the sky, creating a massive and breathtaking display that celebrates the city of St. Petersburg. Awesome. So we got some awesome drone shows. I would love to see one in person.
I would too. Disney does them. Bill, did you know? We did. I think we talked about that before, but Disney World does them, and I think that would be kind of cool to look at. I mean, we've been looking at fireworks all our lives, right? To see a drone show instead of fireworks, a couple hours or something, maybe that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, the drone shows are amazing. Have you seen one before?
Never seen one in person. I've seen them, but I've never seen them in person.
Yeah, I've never seen them in person, but just even watching them on YouTube, they're incredible.
The problem
Right.
is that here in the States, I don't think we have enough people with initiative to take it public, and do it countrywide instead of it being a corporation doing it. We need people to band together and do this for a living down here.
Right.
Yeah, I think though, with the way the FAA works, you're not supposed to operate more than one drone. So they must have a bunch of loopholes that they have to go through just to get that approved.
Sure. I mean, it's all computer generated anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they go about doing that.
I don't know how happy I am with Disney. I don't know if do they identify as drones?
Who knows?
See, Art understands that. There you go. There's no boys and girls in Disneyland anymore.
No, there's only people. Is that what they call it? People.
I don't know.
Or
Who knows?
something.
People,
It's yeah, we're not. Yeah, we don't want to go there.
Now, can they legally sing "It's a Small World," or is that kind of taboo now?
I don't know. That is a little.
It's a something world after all. It's a
It's a world.
ambiguity
After all.
world after all.
It's just world.
Yeah,
It's all generic.
Mhm.
It's all vanilla pudding.
it's all
They're doing the same thing with their movies. They do the same
Oh
thing
no.
with the movies.
Yeah, I know. Gay Buzz Lightyear. I mean, they just never mind. I'm not even going to.
Yep.
I don't care.
It's
This is
Bud
what our world's coming to.
Lightyear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. They want to make them that way. That's fine. God bless them.
Oh, thank you, Travel Tech. Let's
I hope he's
There,
happy.
thank you very much. $10 for that super chat. Thank you, thank you. Let's get this train going. Let's get some more super chats. And speaking of, I will pop that on here for those of you who don't want to use. I'm gonna pop my. How do I? Oh,
You know, I did
there
that
we
last week,
go.
Artie,
If
and
you
you never.
want to do a PayPal, if you don't want to go through YouTube, you can PayPal me right at that address. Oh, and by the way, Bill, thank you very much for your donation last week.
That's not why I was asking. I said that. What I'm saying is you got to monitor it so that you can thank the folks. I
Yep.
didn't say that so that I would get a thank you. I'm just saying.
You mean check it like every,
Every 3 or 4 days. Just while you're streaming, if someone decides to save you the 35-40%, whatever it is, and send it to that, then
Right.
you should tell them, hey, I got your, thank you.
I did that on Sunday last week. I got a few donations on mine, and I got one from Chris Hope and didn't see it, and he had already left, and I was super pissed.
I'll tell you the truth. You know what you could do? Give me access to your PayPal account, and I'll let people know what they, I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
You don't trust me?
While you're at it, give it to me just in case Bill falls asleep.
Yeah, which could happen.
Yeah.
That could happen.
42.
By the way, I made that on Canva.
Nice. Looks good. Looks
What
good,
were
Art.
you taking? What were you taking? You made it on
Oh,
what?
that PayPal thing that I just showed you. I made that on Canva. That's how I make all my thumbnails and my
What's it called? What kind
end
of medication is
screens.
that?
Pardon?
What kind of medication is that?
Yeah.
What is it? I made it. I made it on.
That's another channel, I think.
I made it on meth.
Bill. Oh,
No,
Margie. Hey, all the way from the Philippines. Cool. Thank you. Good to see you, Margie.
Margie TV's at Philippines. Hi, Margie.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully James will show up tonight. He was a little tardy last week because Mrs. Tanner let him sleep late, so he
Art, you're looking good, by the way, buddy.
Pardon?
You look good.
Well, thank you. Oh,
You're
how about,
no, I meant you do look good, but I'm just saying.
You're looking good. You're
thank you,
robust.
thank you,
Color
thank
your
you very
jeans.
much.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that.
You know what? I think it needs some applause.
Look at a little guy in the background. I love it. I love this kid. Paul, get off screen, bro. Put your boy on there. Hi.
He needs a little bit of.
There you go.
There it is. What's his name again? What's your name again, buddy? Benjamin. It's all about the Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the Benjamins.
And by the way, if you'd like to throw a few Benjamins in PayPal, that would be nice.
Use
Or
PayPal.
in the.
There's a future drone pilot right there.
Hope so.
Oh, awesome.
That's good. I can't get any of my freaking children to fly. Ugh.
I'm getting them a mini for Christmas.
Awesome.
Your kid's like 3.5 feet tall. Give him a chance. So they might.
I'm trying to get him to fly this, but just to learn. And it's like one of those when I'm trying to show him, I look over and he just walks away. I'm like, "Where are you going?"
Hey, Sergio, good to see you. And Jim's droning. Welcome to the show. Good to see you.
Your kids are girls too. Girls, for some reason, are just less interested in drones.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, my son is the one I'm trying to point or to get to fly. He just, he's a gamer too, so you would think.
Yeah,
that he's a
Johnny
gamer.
PRC, he does actually. He has a small one that he flies in the house, but he's getting a real drone for Christmas.
Awesome.
It's gonna work out good. You know how with the mini you can set it to the you can make sure it doesn't go. You can set the distance however far you want. So I'm gonna bring him to an area and I'm gonna set the parameters so he can't crash into anything but the ground or his face.
Beginner's mode.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
So he's getting a mini.
Yeah, I'm thinking either the Mini SE or the Mini 2. I think it'll just be a Mini SE.
Something simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
Well,
wrong with
I've
the Mini
got
SE.
the
It's like
original Mini. Really
SE is
like
just
it.
as good as the 2.
the Mini SE is the 2, just the difference in
Different
controller and camera.
and different, and the camera's
That's it.
2.7. Yep.
That's it. Other than that, yeah, same body, same motors. Yep.
Great drone. Great drone.
Nice thing about the Mini 2 is I could use my smart controller with
Yeah, true.
this cool. Now I get use it on 3 different drones that I own. It'll work on my Mavic 2 Pro and my Mavic Air 2. Those are my
You saw where the new RC is
Chris?
been updated to work with the Mavic 3, right?
Yeah, go ahead, Robbie. Yeah, let's help out Al. He's got a great channel.
South Florida Drone Flyers.
He doesn't have 100.
Yeah, he's trying to get over his 100 sub.
He's here, right? I saw him
Seeger-
earlier. He is
Seeger
here.
Arc. He wants to know if anybody's using the triple tech.
I'm seriously considering.
I
getting
hear good things about it. I just can't justify spending $800 on a tablet.
Yeah.
I'm already subscribed, and he has over 100 now.
Oh, he does.
Oh, awesome.
Well, there you
Thank
go.
you, Paul. Chris
Yeah, he does.
Hope.
Got
No, he
103.
was already subscribed. He said.
My tongue is
Hold on a
red.
minute.
He has 103.
NB Drones.
I know, I'm
welcome,
subscribed to
welcome.
Al.
Good to see you.
He's been flying lately at the
So, Chris,
location, at the Everglades location that I used to fly at a lot. He's been going there lately. I keep telling him to
Cool,
call
cool,
me.
cool.
well, he lives down that way.
And Ashley says he's up to what? He's up to 103 now. Awesome.
Bill, you're not-
Back
are you
up
make-
to that,
are you-
that
are you
comment
making
about
that?
about getting my ass to Chicago?
Yeah,
First
for
of
the
all-
meetup.
By the way, Ashley, that's my wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
Somebody
Nice
didn't
to
make
meet
it
you,
Florida,
Ashley.
and he wants me to go to that really safe area in Chicago. But you didn't make it to Florida, so yeah, I'd like to go, but you got to guarantee for all my safety.
So
That place
Kelly
is-
asked about the Insta360 Spear on the DJI Air 2, and you know that camera now that you can put on the Air 2 and Air 2S.
Yep.
Is anybody else? I mean, because I have no interest in 360 cameras whatsoever.
Bud
Am I-
Bieber posts a lot of content with it.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's pretty cool, but I have no use for it. It's different for somebody else that's doing reviews or something like Kelly, with his over 100,000 subscribers. But
It was really cool
like
when
it.
he put it on his Air 2, and he was flying down by his golf course that he flies by all the time.
yeah,
He made it look like he did a backflip and a front flip with it. It was pretty cool.
it's definitely a cool design.
I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I love those 360 cameras. I think that shit looks awesome. And if I had the disposable income, I'd
Bye,
actually
everybody.
jump on that.
Bye. See you later, buddy.
Bye, Benjamin.
The only one I would probably buy is the one that looks like the GoPro. It's not the actual 360 camera though. That would be for the FPV quads. Other than that, I don't know. I just don't see I don't know. I've never been interested in them. Yeah, you can definitely, without a doubt. I'm just not the I'm not the editing type. I'm not the editing type, anyways, from the get go. So having to stitch that kind of stuff together, that's just not me.
Hey, Michael Blade. Welcome, welcome to the show.
Herman's playing with one now. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Kai. Good to see you.
Kai, how you
Hope
doing,
all
buddy?
is well with you. Kai just had, he was back in the hospital again for some heart stuff again, and hopefully they got him all good to go.
What's up, Kai?
Yeah, there you go, Tom. It requires you to reframe and post. That word "post" does not. I'm not qualified for that. So to everybody that does have them, though, I mean, it's cool. The question is, I wonder why they made it only for the Air 2 and the Air 2S. Why not for other DJI drones? Why just that one brand?
Yeah.
Why just that one model?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I don't know why.
Well, at the moment, I mean, I guess that's the bracket that they made to hold it onto the drone. The minis probably can't haul it.
Usually the Insta360 though, they're not specific to one single
No, but I mean,
model.
you still got to attach it to the drone. So whatever, they've done that. Now next will probably be the Mavic 3. I'd imagine but I mean, Mavic 3 is not really that. I don't know if they.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for toffee giveaway.
And then another thing is, I guess
type in hashtag toffee in the chat.
You have to put landing legs on it so that the lenses don't hit the ground.
Yep.
Right.
Do you think that who came out with the product? Who's the manufacturer?
Insta360.
So that's the name of the manufacturer.
Yeah, they're huge.
The person who works there they had an Air 2 and they decided they wanted to do that for it, and that's what they came up with. That's my guess. Someone's little side project.
Now, if you see that camera hooked to the drone, you look at it and go, "How the hell is that going to sit and take off?" or something like that. I think they should have involved some landing feet with that camera, or something. Because what if you don't have any? I see people online putting their drone on foam to keep it up off the ground because that camera sits that far lower.
You have to get landing legs. I mean, I suppose.
Yeah, unless you just take off on a box or something.
Hand launch it.
Can you still hand launch and land?
Yeah, kind of. It takes the camera on the bottom kind of takes up where your fingers would end up. But
hey, you can figure it out.
You can figure it out.
I don't grab it when I land. I put my hand out flat and I let it.
Oh no, I claw mine from the front. I stay away from the sensors on the back, and I just grab the front of the body underneath the camera.
Well, being 61 years old, I'll get one of those handled gripper things to get stuff off the top shelf.
Thank you, Kelly.
There you go.
Yeah, call me and let me know how that goes. I'm curious to see that. How much is it? Anybody know? Anybody know how much?
Probably costs a lot of. Yeah.
Sound effects.
We'll see how it works.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and
hashtag toffee.
Spin the wheel.
Good point, Herman. Thank you.
429. That's not that bad. I'm actually interested.
I do run. I'm not.
I'm less interested in the Mini 3 now. By the way, I was talking about wanting to buy it.
Alrighty, let's get that up to 20, shall we?
Why is that, Bill? Just no need for it.
To spend $900 for another drone that's not going to really improve what I do now. I don't know. I like the 2 I got, and I don't have time to fly the ones I have.
Yeah,
the 3 I have.
It's understandable.
Alrighty, we're up to 20. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Let's draw 22. Ooh, that's a good crowd there. All right, let's go.
Art, you have my address already, right?
Yes, I do.
I'm just kidding. Watch this. Oh, no.
Sergio.
I almost.
All right, congratulations, Sergio. You are the winner.
Did it hang on my name for a second
It
there?
did. I saw that. It was rigged. It was rigged.
Yeah. Congratulations, Sergio. You're going to get a package with dark chocolate and milk chocolate.
All right, Sergio,
almond toffee.
Don't eat that. Keep it in the freezer, and I'll come to Chicago to the meetup and eat it.
Bill, I think you should go.
And go fly with you too.
I am.
You going to Chicago?
Yeah, I'm going.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with Troy. Big Water UAV Solutions booked a hotel room at the DoubleTree, which is the same hotel that Lon and Dono are staying at. So we're staying there.
It's Chicago. Can't you just sleep in the street?
Pretty much.
Yeah, just stay away from the south side.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly out of Fort Lauderdale into O'Hare, and then I'm most likely it's either
Been
gonna
there
be
a bunch of times.
I may either have Lon grab me when he grabs Ken. I don't know if we're coming at the same
Grant.
time now. Or Troy's going to pick me up from the airport. That way I don't have to rent a car. And then
Sergio's brother Michael was a previous winner. He had won toffee a long time ago.
We lost Paul. Paul's gone.
Hi.
Hey, when is this meeting?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
August 13th.
All right.
The weekend of the 13th and 14th. August.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So that's like the week before.
The week before
Ken's,
Minefield.
Yeah, Minefield. That's right.
I was gonna do Minefield, but I don't know. That many people FPV flying is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And I'd be sitting there most of the time instead of flying. So I figured why not support the Fly Zone guys.
And Ken's saying he's kind of worried. He thinks there might be 100 people show up.
Oh, it's going to be a cluster for sure.
Yeah.
Which is fun. We had the same thing in Florida, but most of our guys that were in Florida were GPS pilots. The guys that are at Minefield are all FPV guys, most of them. So, but yeah, I'd rather
Charles. Oh, you're welcome, Charles.
I'd like to go to Minefield and have them all look down their nose at me. That'd be fun. That'd be all right. You know what? I was gonna.
Actually, he's talking about Oreo.
I was going to create a setup for my Air 2S with a cord hanging underneath it and magnets. You know how you guys are slapping stickers on the tank? So I was going to like come up and swing the cord with the magnets, and I'll be the first one to stick something to that tank magnetically.
Cool.
And then I'll just leave and go home.
Well, I get, I yelled at Mike for this too. I said, you guys waited last minute and then did a meetup in Chicago, hundreds at last minute. Like we're already
Mike.
We're already
Have
in
a
July.
Great 4th.
We're already in July. So that's because I have a job lined up for the whole month of July this month. Second.
Look at Oreo.
So it's gonna
look at the cute kitty.
I was gonna do Minefield, but I got to support my Fly Zone boys. Plus, I got other friends going with Ken and Lon and them guys are going. So, yeah, I'd rather hang out in that crowd. To be honest.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah, buddy. I would like it if you went, man.
What to Chicago?
Yeah. You're a lot of
nice and hot, almost like Florida.
It's not really Chicago, is it? Where is it at?
It is in Chicago. It's a park.
Well, it's actually west of Chicago.
It's a park. What's the name of the park?
If I could meet Lori Lightfoot, I'd like to go. Have to be well.
I mean, she looks like Beetlejuice.
She does. She's scary. She's frightening.
Am I the? Mm-hmm. Oh my.
But Sergio and those guys, they live in Elgin, Illinois, on the Fox River. And hey, let's welcome all the way from Athens, Texas. It's the effervescent Chris Hope.
Paul.
Welcome, Chris. Good to see you.
What's up, Art? How y'all doing this evening?
Chris.
How you doing, brother?
Good.
Doing good.
Hi, Chris. How you doing?
That's a big word, Art.
I know. Spell it.
Yeah, that means bubbly for Southerners down
there. Bubbly. Oh, okay.
Cleaning his
Chris, real quick. Last week, I apologize that I did not see your PayPal thing before you left. I am sorry.
No
because
problem,
I said
man.
something last minute. I did not see it, and you had already left the chat, and I am very sorry.
Ain't no problem, Matt. Don't worry about it, dude. Go put it towards your toy, man. That's what we all do.
I'm getting ready to put it towards a muzzle for this cat.
I don't think Chris didn't do that for the accolades, I'm sure.
No, but I don't like doing. Oh, seriously? Do you hear it?
Paul, is your cat pointing its butt right at us?
Trying to.
This one wants to get in the bedroom so bad.
Chris Waters, I've got sinus issues, man. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I ain't 100% this evening.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you sound a little stuffed up.
I got to do something that I'll probably never get to do again. And I said it this morning on Rodney's show. We went and looked at the B-29 bomber dock today.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Oh, awesome.
It was
sweet.
It was an experience. Trust me. I've never seen
Kelly Shores. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kelly.
There we go.
Much
Kelly,
obliged.
you're a good man.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't care what Art says about you. You're a good man. Dude, I'm trying to find somewhere where you can actually see me.
They yeah, they're flying. They have an air show every 4th of July over here at the lake where I fly on Sunday
go.
mornings. And as a matter of fact, the TFR runs out at 2:30 tomorrow morning. So
Cool.
I get to I'll get to
Emo.
fly in the morning from over there. But yeah, they fly. There's supposed to be a P-51 Mustang. I really wanted to see that, but there's
Ooh, that I've seen some of those. Yep, those are
they had
cool.
the B-29 Doc. They had the B-25 Mitchell.
Yep.
They
That's
flew those
cool.
off the
That's cool.
aircraft
I'd
there.
like to check out a B-25 close. You know the Mustang. You know, it's funny. The popular one is the D, with the bubble canopy. But I always thought the B, the fastback, was the
Right. That the original. Yeah.
that was
Hey, Tom. Good to see you. Lens
Nemo.
capture.
Mr. Nemo's in the chat.
Go Gary.
Yeah. Hello,
FP
Nemo. Good to
himself.
see you.
Have
Good
you
to
guys
see
been to the
Gary.
Air Force Museum in Ohio?
Yes, I have. That is an awesome place. And they have the XB-70, the only surviving
Got
XB-70.
Mercury capsule there. They got everything there.
Yep.
It's pretty. My brother was my brother was in the Air Force for 30 years. He retired from the Air Force.
And they have a Messerschmitt 262, which was the only operational jet fighter. Well, one of two jet fighters operational during World War II. The other one would be the Gloucester Meteor,
That's right.
flown by Great Britain.
Where did Germany get the motor for that ME 262? Where'd they get the rocket? Where'd they get the jet engine from that? Come on, I know you know.
They stole it from Little, I believe. Yep.
From the English, from the
Yep.
Meteor. They took it, they reverse engineered it, and they put it in their
Yep.
their 262.
Mhm.
So the English are actually the inventors of the jet fighter plane.
Uh-oh. We're
Mhm.
getting into the old man talk.
I'm
Uh-oh.
sorry. I wasn't around back then either.
I have no
See?
idea what you're talking about.
All right.
I don't do enough the problem is I don't do enough studying. That's the problem. History.
It's just
I should
interesting
know that.
stuff.
That's what
It is.
that's what I got to do today. Give my 6-year-old grandson a history class.
Good for you.
Awesome.
Good.
It was fun. He had a good
My
time.
father got to, repair radios and radar on the B-29s during World War II, and on other aircraft as well.
Well, here's an inconsequential little story. One of the bowlers from my last place where I worked, he was 90 some odd years old, still bowling, and he actually served in World War II on a B-29. He was a navigator
Awesome.
on B-29. Yeah, World War II. But he also served later on. After that, he also served in Korea, and he went on to B-52s later. But he was an interesting old bird. But that's the only person I ever met that actually served in World War II in that capacity.
My grandfather was there too. Yeah, I knew him. My father was a crew chief and a pilot for the Hueys in Vietnam. If that makes any sense.
For the
That
what?
helped.
No, it makes perfect sense.
The H-1, the Hueys, the choppers.
Sure.
He was a crew chief, pilot, and a gunner.
How's
Yeah.
it go?
Yeah, you saw that? I won't do that again. That's a one-time special.
Oh, the Cobras were the cool one.
I've heard some crazy stories out of that place, man. I tell you what.
Mhm.
He's got a picture of him with like a 500-pound Bengal tiger that he took out in the middle of the woods around his shoulders.
Hey, let's welcome all the way from upstate New York. It is Chuck and
Hey, what's up, Chuck?
Lisa Kovac.
Oops, where'd you go?
Welcome, Chuck. Good to see you.
Cheers.
Hey, Lori, I mean.
Lori.
Lisa.
Who's Lisa?
Whoa, go back to
Yeah,
that.
on the move.
What kind of hood you got on that truck?
She has
Oh, he froze.
Shouldn't have went in the house.
It looks
Chris, I'm
good.
curious. Any other interesting airframes that they had at that show?
They had 2 A-10 Warhogs sitting there on the tarmac.
That'd be awesome.
That's
Cool.
impressive
I would love
Sorry.
to
to
see that.
see one in person.
I exceeded the limits of Wi-Fi.
C-130.
I exceeded my Wi-Fi limits.
C-130, you could actually you could walk through, and my grandson got to they let us climb up in the cockpit, and
the
grandson
heck?
got to sit in the chair and hold the
In,
stick.
Awesome.
in what, the Warhawk?
Oh, that'd be so much
Warthog
fun.
was off limits.
Warthog, yeah.
You could just look at it. I wouldn't breathe too hard because they were somebody with a 45 on their hip walking around.
Yeah, I bet. Mhm.
That
Hi,
would be
Chuck.
so cool to see.
Hey,
Yeah, it's stuff
Hi,
I
Chuck. Bye, Chuck. Hi, Chuck.
imagine
Hi,
that.
Chuck.
B-29 was that was a treat because I've read about
Yep.
Doc and Fifi for years.
Mhm.
The one that they had there, does it have any famous history to it or anything? Did it fly over
No.
Japan at all?
No, actually, it come off. It was made at the end of World War II, so it never saw any action.
Because
They
were
used
flying.
it. They used it. Air Force used it, and then it sat in the desert, and they shot at it and stuff like that. Till I guess the guy that owns it bought it, and he got enough coin. He bought it, restored it, and flies it.
Maddie,
Cool.
what do you doing my cup?
Jesus Christ, that's
Like
got to
that?
cost
Yeah.
thousands of dollars an hour to fly that thing. I mean, that's
You know,
pretty
this,
awesome.
It's what's cool.
People chat realize how big a B-29 is.
What was cool about it when it landed, we watched it land and it pulled up there and it stopped and it was letting people off. That's when we got to walk around it, and all four of the engines were pouring oil out of out of the exhaust.
Yeah. Yeah, they had
That's what
a
they're supposed to do.
history of
that's
engine
nice
issues.
truck, Chuck,
Where
that's a nice truck.
Yeah, I'm digging that truck, bro.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
I like the hood on it.
Look at those fake scoops going.
That color is hot looking, bro. I like that color.
It's tell orange, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Is that the that's a Chevy, right?
Yeah, it's a Chevy. It's,
Yeah. So
Colorado ZR2 Bison.
yeah, good looking truck.
Thanks.
Yep.
It really, we're out in the woods. We really ought to take it someplace more serious. Like, see what it can do without destroying it.
Yeah.
Keep it upright.
Not
Keep this one
destroying it.
upright.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, the other one went over in the urban jungle. It was kind of crazy.
Right?
You gotta wait till it's at least 7, 8 years old when you don't care about the paint job anymore and just go hit that shit.
Oh, ready. Lori's yelling at me. If
Wow.
I go over to the fire pit where she is, the signal will drop.
Where are you guys?
We're in the middle of the Catskill Mountains right now.
Ah,
Flying the Mavic 3 earlier. It's pretty cool.
nice.
Well,
Cool.
what are drone shots talking about? 2 people are dead in a crash?
What?
Yeah, there was an air show that was going to be at Battle Creek, Michigan, but I guess a jet semi blew up a racing plane. Wow. Like,
That's sad.
yeah.
Air shows.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty bad stuff happens at those.
Oh,
Need to do drone air shows. They're a lot safer.
holy crap.
There's usually no deaths at the drone shows. Usually.
Yeah, just a couple of headaches. That's about it.
Dude, that's wild. They flew right through the flames.
Oh, really? You guys found the video?
I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
Wow.
Jody posted it in the chat.
That's
I
Wow.
want to go check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah, it's a jet. It's a jet truck.
Wow.
Jet truck.
Is that what that was?
Hey, brother Bob, how you doing, brother Bob Cation? Yeah, it's a jet
Bob.
truck that tore apart.
Hey, brother Bob. Chris,
Oh,
were there
man.
any other World War II vintage fighters there or anything? Any naval
Wow.
fighters? Anything?
No, just a B-25 and the C-130, the B-29, some T-6s and some T-8s, stuff
Okay.
like that. No.
Oh my God.
They're supposed to over at the lake tonight. There's a guy that's got a MiG. Oh, an older MiG airplane, and he'll
Oh,
fly it in
MiG
there.
15.
Like a
Maybe
15?
something like
jet.
that.
Yeah.
He lives over at that place, so he's a pilot, so he kind of
All right.
organizes this thing.
It's very cool.
What are you doing, Matt?
God,
Are they
I'm
kids
telling you.
driving you nuts?
No, it's the damn cat. It won't stop.
Get rid of it already. Oh my God! You got one upset kitty there.
Oh man.
What is that?
It just
Like
won't
Cartman.
stop.
No, kitty, that's my pot pie.
You know,
Am I gonna
I
drop?
gotta
Let's see if I can.
Oh, Paul, thank you very much for the super
You're
sticker.
gonna make him do it. You're gonna make him do it.
Work.
I like stickers, yes I do. I like stickers more than you.
Good job, Paul.
Stickers.
Well,
Uh-oh.
isn't that special?
Oh,
Can't do it.
he's special.
Can't flip the. How do you flip the?
Hey, Max. What's
What's
up,
up,
buddy?
Max?
Oh, Max,
Hey, Matt.
Tell me, Lloyd.
Good to see you.
What's up, Max? DJI does suck. Thank you for reminding us.
He reminded me this morning early on my video, DJI sucks.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed all you guys this
I'm
morning.
sorry I missed it too. Yeah, I slept in.
I usually try to check in, but I just was not feeling so hot today. A long day at work. Shit.
Oh,
I hear words.
I hear Lori talking.
Is
I
that
think
Lori?
that's Lori. It sounds like it, yeah.
oh, yeah.
That fire
Looks
looks
nice and toasty.
Yeah, cool little
Yeah,
fire.
I think Lori told him what to fix for supper and when to go get it and where to go get it.
Said, okay, get off now.
What-
Okay,
what-
you said hello, get off the
It did
thing.
me. It
What
does
are
that
they-
fire look green?
What do they have? A cabin in the? Is that where he's in a cabin?
Well, it ain't exactly a cabin. It's this thing behind me.
Oh,
it's-
that's
it's-
nice.
Okay.
Not
You got the
quite a
whole house, right? You got the whole thing. Is that like a rental?
Yeah, it's a VRBO.
Oh.
It's like 2,700 square. It's way more space than we need. But
Oh yeah, way more. Yeah, yeah.
A-frame.
I'm not
Hey,
tripping
Tom.
over Lori in the house. That's for sure.
Hi, Tom.
Whoa, is that Tom?
That's Tom.
What's up? Chuck's out in the woods as usual, huh?
I'm.
And he's still
Yeah,
got a
I'll-
better internet connection than Adrian.
I have to be careful not to drift too far from the compound here. Yeah, I don't lose my Wi-Fi in a hurry.
Well, I will jump off and watch from the chat so that Art can come back in. We don't
Oh,
have
did
to
Art
take the
drop
host-
out? Oh, that's not cool.
Yeah,
I can get
he's
out.
on- yeah,
No, I'll get
no,
out.
it's okay. Don't worry.
No,
Chuck.
no,
It's
no.
fine.
I'm gonna go
You can-
anyway. I mean, it's like, no, man,
can
stay
stay,
put,
Matt.
man. Don't jump on my phone here.
Okay.
I'll just go
I'll
snort a
catch
little
you guys
salt water
later. I'll
something
be in the
through
chat
head.
or something.
See you later,
All right,
Chuck.
Chuck. All right, Chucky. Take
Later,
care,
boys,
buddy.
girls. You too.
Take care, Chuck.
Rock on, Chuck.
Come on
Oh,
back.
right, I'm back.
Come on back there, Artie.
Good to have you. Chuck,
Did you
good
leave?
to
We
see you.
never noticed. Hi, Art.
Tom, good to see you.
Good to see you,
What's
Art.
new in Vegas? I bet it's hot out there.
Right now, my front door, 100 degrees.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
But,
Wow.
guys,
The rain.
okay, I'll give you the classic Vegas. It's
What's
a
the
dry heat.
It's a dry heat.
Yeah.
It's a dry heat.
And
Yeah,
so
so
is
the-
the sun
so the-
when you're on the surface of the sun.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
is the inside of my
exactly.
oven.
Mhm.
All right, listen, fellas, I got to get off of here. I'm getting ready.
Okay, Paul, good to have you. Thanks
Take
for
care there,
coming
Paul.
in. You have a
Join-
great evening and a great fourth weekend.
Yeah, if
Join
you guys
Paul's
care.
group. Join
check
Paul's
out the
group.
United
Join
States Drone
Paul's group.
Society on Facebook.
Yeah.
Join
You
up.
got it. You got it, man.
See you later, fellas. Art, thanks for the show.
You're welcome. Great to
Take care,
have you.
buddy.
Let me go ahead and put that United States Drone Society Facebook group in the chat here. Whee! There it is. Share. No. No. Yes. There it goes. Copy link.
Well, thank you for filling us in on everything you're doing.
You got it, man. You got it.
Appreciate
You got it. You got
Yeah.
it. Arrow to the chat. Arrow back to StreamYard. Arrow.
Hey,
over.
let's welcome all the way from East Asia. Let's welcome from Thailand, Robbie Gray. Welcome, welcome.
Robbie from Timbuktu.
You know what's frustrating? When you get these cases, I got this case a while back. I really like it from PGY Tech. It's for the Mavic 3.
Right.
So it holds the drone, and you got your smart controller under here. But they don't make one for the Air 2S with the RC smart controller.
No, I had the Air 2S one, and they only make it for the regular RCN1 controller.
Yeah, and
The
that
smart controller doesn't fit.
I could buy another. Sometimes when I fly this one, I'll take the Mavic 3, just slide it out, and put the Air 2S in there. It fits in there. It's big, of course, but it fits. But this morning I was like, maybe I'll just like cut this part to get it to fit in there. I wish it did, because I bought the Peter McKinnon bag for Christmas, and I'll tell you something funny. When I ordered it, I bought it through I think I used PayPal or something to pay for it, and then they said your payment wasn't accepted. And I was like, well, that's strange. I tried like twice and it wasn't going through. And then all of a sudden I get this email saying, hey, you got, the bag's on the way. And I was like,
2 of them, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I called them and I said, look, there's a problem, something with the billing or something. And they said, don't worry about it. We got it figured out. It's already on its way. So the first bag came. So they got the $500 for the first bag. And then 3 days later, they sent me another one. I thought, damn, they've charged me twice. So that's $1,000. So I called them and I was like, look, I got an issue with my bag. And they're like, we know, we've already taken care of it. 3 days later, guess what? I get another damn bag.
Oh, jeez.
So I called the people up and I said, look, don't send nothing else. Let me explain what's going on. And I told them, and they're like, you know what? Just keep it. We're so busy right now. Just talk good about it. So my sister got a free bag, and then I took the other bag and put it on eBay, and I sold it, and I got my money back for the first one that I paid for.
Good for you.
Good night, Ashley.
That bag is not cheap.
Well, I'll tell you though, the problem with it,
that bag was
if you're
almost
going
free.
if you're going through an airport or something like that, this bag, I'm telling you, the thing is like super, super leather. It'll hold in here anything that you want to put in. I mean, I can get a buttload of drones in it along with my cameras. I mean, everything. But the problem is with this bag, honestly, it's too big. I'd like to have something smaller, a smaller type bag that fit good, that when I get on my motorcycle, I could just strap it on it, not drag down below my belt line.
Can I give you a suggestion?
Yep.
PGY Tech 1 Mo.
Okay.
This bag is awesome.
And is it a little shorter, Maddie, this way?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Because,
I've got so much room in this thing. I use it for the FPV, for all my FPV stuff now, but it's the PGY Tech 1 Mo.
I like this one from PGY Tech, and I like it because it holds a smart controller under here. And then with it, it's got a pouch here so I can put my ND filters. But the problem is when you take it and zip it up, it's okay for walking around. But when I get on my motorcycle, I'll do one of these and have to put it like this. So usually I'll put this behind me so it can ride on the seat. Well, that got uncomfortable, so I switched to this. I made this with a 3D printer and put clamps on it. It's TPU. And then I strapped the top of it to the back seat. It's not a premier way to be driving down the road with, $3,300 worth of drone in this bag and it fall off and either go in the water. So I'm really searching for a smaller, tighter bag to be able to travel with.
It's easier.
I have it up.
You get one of these manly, Harley Davidson motorcycles with this gigantic box back here, and I can put whatever the F I want in.
Well, I'll tell you though, on my bike,
I've actually got
Art, share my screen real quick if you will.
Rack that I can even put more stuff on top.
This is it right here.
Hey, Michael.
No, not the white screen. There it is right there.
Okay.
It comes with the bag, and it comes with this carrying case, and this carrying case actually slides into the side of the bag, into the side right here. Or you could just use it as a separate carrying case, but this is the one I have, and it was worth every dime.
Well, I'll definitely.
That's the same as the Tamron case, except the Tamron case is ballistic nylon instead of the Naugahyde or leatherette material.
Yeah, I'll have to ask them about that. That's a good idea.
I've had this bag.
I have a closet full of bags. If you guys ever want to stop by and rummage through, I mean, me and my wife compete with the number of think tank bags I have and the number of Coach and
I have
and other bags she has, right?
I've had this bag for like 2 years, bro, and there's not a single rip on it. And I tear this thing. There's the carrying case itself. I use it for something else because it also comes with straps to hold on the side, so you can like throw it around your
Robbie.
shoulder. It's worth it.
One thing, there is no perfect bag.
I
No,
know
there's
there's
not.
not.
As
I'll say
soon
this.
as I get something configured the exact way I want it,
Yeah.
Yep.
there's that accessory I have to have with nowhere to put it, right?
Yeah. The Peter McKinnon bag is excellent if you're traveling long distance and you're going to
Yeah.
an airport. And I'll tell you, just to give you an idea, when I came here, I probably had, and this is a true story, 80,
Hey,
I
Matt.
probably had 80 pounds worth of stuff in this bag. And it was funny because when I landed, when I first came here, I had to go, they had a setup to where you pay for like medical, for the COVID and all that. So you landed at the airport, the hotel picked you up, drove you through a drive-through at the hospital. They swabbed you, dropped you off at the Hilton, and then you couldn't leave your room. They would leave the meals outside. And then in a day, if your results were good, you were free to travel. Well, when we got there, the guy at the Hilton was about 4'8", 4'9", and he said, "Let me help you, sir." And he grabbed the bag, and you should have seen his eyes. He grabbed the bag and put the backpack on, and it looked like he was 4 foot tall. And he said something to him. And I said,
I
"What'd
know
he say?"
all about that, Robbie. Hey, everybody, it is time for sticker giveaway. All right, put in hashtag stickers, just like Chris Wedgeworth did.
So
All right.
tomorrow night when I do my show, I'm going to have a conversation about traveling with drones and stuff because I have not been on an airplane in probably 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Well, they
I
won't let
don't
you
know
fly.
how to pack it, what to take on the plane, whether to check a bag in or carry on. I don't know how many carry-ons. I don't
Okay,
know.
well,
Carry it.
real simple for this audience. You never check in batteries.
Hell
Okay.
no.
Those go
Always
carry on.
carry them on board.
Carry 'em.
Okay.
So
The other recommendations I make is if you do carry a lot of technology with you, okay, TSA pre-check. It's worth the price of admission. Because at least in TSA pre-check, I deal with a different class of TSA agents. If you didn't know that, okay, the better ones wind up on the pre-check areas. So, you know, when I walk up, I have a tablet, I have a laptop, I have at least 2 drones, probably a mirrorless camera, okay? And when they say, well, you got to take your laptop out of the bag, I go, no, sorry, I need a hand check then, because all of this gear is going to stay exactly where it is. And usually a supervisor will come over, take a quick look, they'll run it through. Maybe they'll swipe it, but 9 out of 10 times, the bag never gets opened.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
TSA pre-check, I think, is what, $80 for 3
Is it?
years? And you don't have to go to an airport anymore to get TSA pre-check. In
Really?
fact, if you go online and look it up for pre-check, you might find out that your local Walgreens or your Staples has an interviewer located at that location.
Yeah.
And that's in fact what me and my wife did about 4 or 5 years ago. I just keep renewing it. We wound up in a Staples. Okay, they had a little cubicle room, and we went in there. We presented our IDs and everything. Okay, my TSA pre-check came in about 3 days. My wife's took about 3 weeks because I already had an FAA pilot certificate. So they're doing the background check on you. That's why if it makes complete sense to do. She had to wait a little longer because they had to do a background check on her, but mine had already been done. So once I put in my papers for the TSA pre-check, it came just a few days later. But it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it because you're not taking off your shoes. You're really not removing much out of your pockets.
Congratulations, Mike. You are the winner.
It's less of a cluster.
So I don't plan on checking in a bag. I'm just gonna put all my clothes and all my drone stuff is gonna. Now are you allowed to put both a bag in the overhead compartment and one in front of you when it comes to
You can have a carry-on bag and a shoulder bag, a personal bag.
Ah,
But if there's more than 2 straps over your shoulder, you're going to have a problem at the gate these days.
here's my issue.
What airline are you flying?
Spirit.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a completely different animal. So
a la carte.
that's throwing caution to the wind there. Okay, Spirit is a
Well, that
budget
could be
airline.
changed because I have not booked
American
it
or
yet.
United or any of the other ones. You're gonna get a personal line, which could be like
Spirit.
a giant laptop bag.
I haven't booked the flight yet.
And the overhead.
I fly Delta all the time now because of Amex, and never any hassles. But again, the check-in bag. Now realize this. It also depends on where you're sitting. Okay, so if you're last to board, that's usually when you're going to have the most problems because by that point, most of the overheads are full. Okay, so if you're going to fly economy class, then what you want to do is you don't get a choice on a seat, right? So if you go main cabin, you get to pick your own seat. Get as close to the front of the air, of the plane as you can because you'll board a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And even if you have to go all the way to the back to put a bag in, once your bag is in an overhead, you're good to go. Okay. Now, if they tell you to gate check, you have to gate check. Open up your bag and show them you got a ton of batteries in there, Matt.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anybody that you might want to ask to gate check other than me? Because this is going to take a while for me to empty all this out. Okay. And remember, time is essential to them at the gate.
Yeah.
So, definitely have in case they force you to, have a way, Matt, to even have like a little shopping bag or something in that bag that you can take all your batteries out, throw them in that, and take that on the plane with you if they force you to gate check your carry-on.
Well, my lipos, I'm not bringing all of them. My lipos are going to be in a lipo bag in the backpack that is going to be sitting in front of me.
Yeah.
Let me say this about Spirit Airlines so you'll know. I ran into this issue when they first started, and they still do this. When you buy your ticket, number one, they're going to try to sell you your seat position. Okay. So they're going to charge you $15 for that. Then they will charge you for every bag that you put on that plane. They will. Yeah. Everything. Overhead, under. When I travel, a normal size bag is like this. So most airlines, you can have this. And then I'll wear my Peter McKinnon bag. They never give me an issue. And usually they let me put it up there because they're never around when I board anyway. But Spirit will a la carte the hell out of you. Now, keep this in mind.
Yeah.
Find out how much that ticket's going to cost and compare it because a lot of airlines will give you like one check-in bag free if you want to put your clothes in or something. Never, ever put a drone. When I went to Nashville and was coming here, the lady told me, we need to put your drones and everything under
Chris.
the plane.
Good to have you.
And I told them when they wanted to put my drones under the plane, I was like, there's no damn way I'm going to do it. And they're like, well, you have to. I'm like, well, cancel my ticket. I'm not doing it. So they said, okay, I got to take it on the plane. Okay. And lightning struck in Nashville. And it was so funny because I thought, that's strange. The power went out. 2 hours later, when I missed my flight, had I given that bag for check-in under the plane, I'd have lost my bag. So when I got all the way here, I didn't get my bag for like, I think 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, there ain't shit going underneath the belly. There,
exactly.
all my stuff's going on.
Your stuff. But when you're traveling, one thing you want to do definitely, if you're going to be carrying a lot of batteries, is buy these to stick your batteries in. They're fireproof. Yep. Now, if you travel international, depending on what airlines you go on, local's different. International's different because international, a lot of those guys, they add up how much power. Yeah, Art's got. When they add how much power you got, Tom, you know what I'm talking about.
No single battery can be over 100,000. Can be over a certain amount. Okay?
All my batteries will be storage voltage, all of them.
But try to separate the stuff you're taking on the plane. Put some batteries in one of them and the other one in the other one. Because what they do is when they open up and say, oh my God, he's got 11 batteries in here, they will start calculating on what it is if they're not in a good mood. They can do
Continental US, I can tell you as a fact, Continental US, you can't take batteries that are over 100 watt, okay, 100 amp, okay?
Yeah.
So basically, it's individual battery is what they go by, Okay?
Mhm.
So, but the thing is, as Robbie pointed out, they a la carte the crap out of you, Matt.
Right.
Yeah.
And it might be cheaper, or maybe it's just a few bucks more to fly one of the big airlines,
Right.
and you'll get better
Well,
service.
You know, I
First off,
noticed.
When I went to
noticed.
Texas, when I went to, that's exactly what happened. Spirit, Frontier, they advertised. I mean, they had
Southwest,
these great rates, but then once you
Yeah.
started, I mean,
As it adds up.
I didn't check
Yeah.
a bag, but your carry-on cost money.
Yeah.
and
What?
your personal item they didn't even give you. That cost you money. And then I
Yeah.
said I was going to wear shoes. They wanted to charge me for that. And I was going to
Oh,
wear
God.
underwear. They want to charge me for that. Now they want to charge you for for everything.
That's some big ass underwear, Bill.
I did
Well, you
notice
know what I
that
mean?
it
It is
started
what it
to
is.
add up to about the same price as if
Are
I
you
were
going
to
to use
take
the
a bigger
bathroom? Yes,
airline.
they're going to charge you for that.
Exactly. Well,
Yep.
one thing.
Yeah, it's like
one thing-
Ryanair in Europe, where it's standing room only on that plane.
The only
you
thing
can
I'm
get a
doing
12 euro flight to Amsterdam from Heathrow. Okay.
I'm only taking 2 bags. One of them is going to have my Air 2S case and my clothes in it for upper. And then my backpack is sitting in front of me, but it's going to have 2 quads attached to the
doesn't matter.
outside of it.
Well and good if you're
It
flying.
doesn't matter.
No,
as
no,
long as
no.
you're wearing that.
Nothing attached to the outside of the bag, Matt.
See, because
Oh, really?
well, see, that's that. I don't know that because Mike from Fly Zone flew to Texas for spin up, and he had his FPV quad attached to the outside of his backpack.
I wouldn't recommend it. Would
So
not
then-
recommend it.
That's my biggest problem. Where the hell do I put my quads in? Because they don't just get thrown in a bag. They're a little bit bigger than that. That's
Tom, I think if he put his batteries in his bag and left them off the quads, I don't think that there'd be a problem if he attached it to a backpack.
Well, I did see them stop somebody recently coming back to Las Vegas, and he was an FPV. He had about 8 rigs attached to his backpack.
Oh, hell, I'm
and
only
that guy
attaching
had
2.
nothing but a hard way to go.
I'm not taking them all, and like I've got like 40 lipo batteries, and I'm only taking like 10 because I
Consider
can just
this.
charge. I can just charge them as I fly. It's not that big of a
Right.
deal.
Okay. So interpretation of what a weapon is strictly up to the TSA supervisor at the security clearance.
Hopefully he flies a drone.
Exactly.
If he sees those propeller blades as a weapon, you're
Yep.
screwed.
Those are
Okay,
also
right.
coming off. Those are coming off. Those are not going to be
Yeah.
on there when I hook it up.
You gotta hobble them as much as possible.
Yeah, they're going to
okay?
be strict.
But remember, I don't care how much you hobble your build-at-home drones, Matt. There's still wires attached and everything else. And
Oh, yeah.
for some people, it looks like an IED and not a drone. Okay, so just realize that whatever you can fit inside a bag, okay, to keep it away from eyes, okay, or lots of Karens looking your way, cover as much as you can. Okay, but remember, when you go on board that aircraft, if it's a budget airline, anything you're bringing on board that aircraft, they're going to charge you for. If it's American, Delta, basically, if you're an Amex member, then your first check-in bag is free. Or if you have a credit card deal, maybe your first check-in bag is free. Normally, they'll charge you for your first check-in bag, but your carry-on bag will be free. Okay? Now, one bag to fit in the overhead, that has to fit a certain size.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then your shoulder bag, again, has to be able to fit under the seat front in front of you.
That's right.
Okay? Just
Yep.
don't get stuck with one of those bulkhead seats because you'll screw yourself.
Well, there ain't
There
no
is
damn
no
way
seat
up that
front.
backpack will go in underneath a freaking seat with a quad attached to the outside of it. See, Mike told me
Yeah.
that it was attached to the outside, but now Sergio's saying it was in the bag.
Yeah,
So-
I would say it was probably in the bag for less hassles, Matt. You know, you got until August to figure out your packing modality
Yeah, this is going to be
there, right?
I get so frustrated over stupid little stuff like this.
Nah, I completely understand.
Tom, I'm reading right here. It says right here, the Federal Aviation Administration. If your drone batteries come in below 100 watt, you can
100
carry
watt.
as many as you want on the flight.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
if your batteries are between 101 and 160 watts, you can only bring up to 2 per flight.
Right. But it depends on the airlines, Robbie.
The airlines, right?
Gotta
the
be
airlines might
careful.
have different rules, but
Right.
Yeah.
But this says this is according to the Federal Aviation Administration.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be what the feds say.
No, Robbie, as you'll actually see, if you read down into that detail, you'll see airlines might
Yeah.
have different rules above and beyond. So they can restrict you even further. Okay. And in a case like that, again, being the quietest person aboard the plane is usually the best route to take, okay?
Oh yeah.
If you're not making any noise, they're less likely to give you any heartache, okay? But again, that's what I'm saying, Matty. Whatever you can fit inside the bag and keep it as low key as possible, the better off you're going to be.
Bro, I take all the components, the props, and everything off my FPV quads and just stick them in my bag and just
Except remember that drone is still. You guys love colorful wires and frames and all this other. Okay, you know what? Us camera drone flyers, you know, our great drones are fine.
Well, I'm going to get questioned on them, no doubt. But of all the people I've talked to, nobody's ever had a problem getting an FPV quad on an airplane.
Well, save room inside your bag so if they do have a problem, say
no, they're going to go in. They're going to go in
anyways.
They're going to go in anyways because they're big enough. When I take the props off and then my my GoPro Hero 8 3D print, I could just chuck them in there and wrap them in clothes. Just throw them in the bag.
Don't let them put it under the plane because several times I've gone. They said, "Oh, you have a carry-on
That ain't
here.
happening.
Put it under the plane." Never do that. They will take your crap. They've taken. Art, I've had stuff miss.
I'm sorry I took over your show there, Art, but guess what? Now
no problem, Matt.
I don't have to do a show.
No, you got more content for your talk about travel now, Matt.
Yeah, you just canceled my show. Shit.
No. Please, there's plenty that'll still watch.
Yeah, I'm not a flyer, man, and I haven't flown since I was a kid, so I don't know how all this works. You know, like I went to go look at flights on like Priceline and play, and I was so damn confused looking at what I was looking at.
It has nothing to do with what it's like now.
I don't remember what it was like then.
Things have changed.
Oh, it was kinder and gentler.
Yeah,
Matt.
And I didn't listen. I didn't have my own shit to take either. My parents took care of all that crap.
When I was a kid, you could smoke on a fucking airplane. So I mean, it's got nothing to do with what.
Right.
Hey, Bill, remember when you had the smoking and the no smoking, and they were separated by no more than one row, right?
Oh yeah, like the smoke's not going to get to the front of the plane.
I used to make sure.
Exactly.
I used to make sure that my if I had a connecting flight, I'd go through Charlotte because this is later because Charlotte actually had smoking sections behind the security and you had bars you could go to when you're waiting for your next flight where you can have a cigarette at the bar. That was no more.
One of the reasons I was looking at Spirit also is because they were one of the only ones that had nonstop flight. And I did not want to stop.
It's all well and good, and they will show a great price. But like I said, Matty, when I figured it out when I went to Texas, it was actually worth paying more money because it ended up being cheaper. Because first I didn't check any bags. It was my carry-on, which was the right dimensions. So I made sure it had the right dimensions because I got some bags that my wife owns and I used, and I was able to put that bag in the overhead. And then I was actually allowed another bag that I could put under the seat and a personal item, which is my laptop. So I actually had 3 items that I could bring onto the plane.
What'd you take? Who'd you take?
The only thing I had I forget. It was a Delta. It might have been Delta. And the only thing I had to do was when I went through check, I didn't care. I opened it up. I said, "Oh, that's a drone. It's my little drone in there." He goes, "Oh, the guy, the TSA agent could care less." He goes, "Say hello to my little drone." He actually made a joke, and then we went, right through. It was
my luck. I'm going to get the asshole that does not make a joke.
Well,
all you got to do, let it go through the magnetometer.
Your batteries are allowed and legal.
Yeah.
That moment in time, the asshole that's there can give you a hard time and make you miss your flight, even if you're within the rules. So
that's why you leave. Give yourself plenty of time.
Oh, get plenty of time. Absolutely.
Yeah, you got 2 bags. It's not a deal.
Yeah. It's going to be
2 bags and no argue. You're not going to have any issue. There's been times where I've needed more than like 2 bags. And sometimes I would fly business depending on the airlines because they give you extra free bags. And when you add up the numbers on what it is, like here, a coach.
Yeah, sometimes it can pay off. Yeah.
Yeah, a coach ticket costs $1,400 here from the U.S. Now, that's with like 2 bags. By the time you start adding the bags up, the price raised. Now, I will fly first class because it gives me more room in the front. To put anything I want to put in is $3,600 for the ticket.
Well, I'm going to do my due diligence, but damn, maybe flying first class would be better if I could find the right price.
It's so expensive, man.
Except you won't fly first class, I think, on Spirit.
Too expensive.
Yeah, I only do it because I needed more space. I might bring 8 or 9 big bags with me. Other than that, I would never fly first class. You've only got 2 bags. Depending on the price, just check American Airlines. So, you know, they should
So-
probably give you a fair price.
Maddie, did
So
you
when
buy
you
your-
when
have you bought
when
your
you get
ticket?
inside the security area,
No.
okay. So if you're going to have any drones on the outside of your bag when you go through security, and don't want to have that same situation when you get to the gate, stop at any Hudson News store in the terminal area to buy yourself a candy bar and ask them for a shopping bag. Usually the gates won't stop you from bringing that little shopping bag on, you know,
Yeah.
besides your backpack and your carry-on. You can usually bring one of those Hudson News shopping bags with you, because they think you bought a sandwich or water or something like that. You can throw some stuff into there also, Maddie.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
put
to
your,
the
mini,
point.
you know.
put your mini drones in there so they're
Yeah.
under the weight limit. So if they say, is it dangerous, say it's a mini.
Yeah,
Okay,
I've gotten
sorry.
to the point now
Bad
where I
joke.
think I'm not going to attach the quads to the outside of the bag because that
Okay.
might become a problem. But see, I've
Trying
got
to
an
keep
Air
you out of
2S.
harm's way.
I've got an Air 2S with a hard case. That's got to go in a bag sizable to go in the overhead, plus my clothes, and then I'm bringing my laptop and then my FPV backpack. So I'll figure it out.
I changed the hard case. If you could get it in something soft, it's going to be more convenient.
Well,
for
if
you
I put my
because-
FPV quads into the overhead bag, then I could get my Air 2S into that PGY Tech backpack.
I would do that and get rid of the hard shell because that's one of the reasons I don't use the hard shell bags because
They take up a lot
Bill
of
was
space.
talking about putting the stuff on the motorcycle and all. They're nice to have and they do protect it, but they'll slide off anything you put them on.
Guys, I got to bounce off, but it was a pleasure.
Take care,
Art,
Tom.
again,
Good to
always
see you.
appreciate the invite.
See you.
You're welcome.
Uncle
All right,
Bill,
thank
I'll
you,
see
Tom.
you soon. Robbie,
See
stay safe in the Far East, brother. And Maddie,
Yeah.
Maddie, I'll see you probably a dozen more times over the weekend, right?
Yes, sir. I'll send you a link for tomorrow night if you're not busy.
Oh, definitely send me a link. Okay,
right, cool.
gents, have a good
Thank you.
one. Always
Okay.
a pleasure.
Take care, Tom.
Take care, guys.
Is it true with all airlines that your carry-on cannot have wheels?
No.
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 Okay.
No, Spirit's pretty smart because when you get there, but so they don't argue with you, they've got this little metal frame they've made. It looks
Gotta
like
fit inside.
cheap
Got
metal.
nothing
Yeah.
to do with the
And
wheels.
this has to just fit down in it to prove it's the right size. If it just doesn't fit,
Mhm.
you ain't taking it without paying extra.
Okay. Mike, I'll call you after the show.
It's got nothing to do with wheels.
travels a lot, so I know.
Although some of those carry-ons, if they have wheels, they make
Too tall.
It pushes it to be too big.
I have a duffel bag, a smaller a duffel bag that I usually put all my stuff in. Not a big one, small one. I'll just have to check the dimensions on it, but it should work because that's what I was planning on using anyways. I guess we'll find out. I don't know. See, this kind of stuff, this is all new to me, and it's frustrating.
Matty, you won't have a problem, man. You've only got 2 bags. There's going to be people in there who's got so much more than you that they're concerned about.
Oh yeah.
Just
Well, I'm
take the
flying
prop-
in on
take the
Friday.
prop off.
I'm flying in on Friday. We're flying all day Saturday. We're flying Sunday morning, and I'm flying out on Sunday. So I don't need to bring much at all. My laptop.
Yeah.
That's
Take
my
the props
my
off.
quads.
Take the props off because when they tell you you can't take these drones with you, they got to stay here. Trust me, you'll find a place in the bag for them.
How many days are you going to be there? How many nights are you going to sleep there?
Only
it again.
2. Only 2.
Two.
I'm flying in. I'm going to fly in on Friday.
Oh.
And Troy's going to pick me up at the airport, and then I'm staying with him Friday night and Saturday night, and then I fly out on Sunday afternoon.
So 2 shirts, 2 pairs of pants, and a
Yeah,
pair
yeah.
of
I don't need much.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about my quads and my
We
drone
all know you
gear.
don't change your underwear every day, so you'll be all right. You'll
Yeah.
Oh, every 4 or 5 days. It's not bad.
Yeah, just turn them inside out.
out. Artie, you pig. Anyway, so that part of it's going to be very small.
I've been
But like I
talking to
said,
Ken.
Spirit
Don't
does
know.
not. Spirit doesn't include a carry-on, Artie.
No, I had to add that. I had to add it when I was going through the pricing. I had to add it. I had to add that, and I think it was like $7 to pick a seat. Yeah, it was $7.
Yes.
Pick a seat.
Some are, you have to, but I flew Frontier and there were a lot of seats that are like free. I didn't
Yeah.
have to pay for
But
a
see,
seat.
you got. I'm limited to a certain amount of airlines because of coming out of Fort Lauderdale to Chicago. There was only a select few. There was
Yeah.
Spirit, there was American Airlines, Delta, and then there was who else was there? Shit, I don't remember.
Southwest.
I think it might have been. See, there's another thing. Like I can't bring lighters on, right?
Lighters.
No.
lighters.
Yeah, you can't bring
No flammable.
vapes. Yeah, either.
And you can
So,
buy lighters when you get off the
yeah.
when you get out of the airport.
Yeah, see, this
Hold
is
on,
the shit
I'm
I
gonna
don't
show
know.
you guys.
I don't know it because I don't do this. I never. Usually I drive. Look, hence the reason I drove to. Well, I had the family with me going to spin up. That's why I drove. But
Right.
now for Chicago. I'm going alone, so it's just going to be me.
Hey, Maddie, just make sure when you go and you take your water bottle, it's not one of these water bottles.
Yeah, I don't do that stuff anyway, so I'm good. What is that?
They put it in the water now, guys. Here,
Oh, geez.
so you could buy it with the water.
Do
And-
they? Dude.
Yeah,
that's
the
pretty
limit is
cool.
so small. The amount it shows the amounts, and I don't know what amounts are on this because I've never
Right
done
on.
it. I guess I could drink enough of them to get a buzz. But yeah, man, it's like everywhere here you look now, they're putting it in all this other stuff. And I told my wife, I said, well, I don't really smoke. And I said, I've tried it, but it just makes me like sleepy. But it's pretty good in brownies. Yeah, my wife's like, but it has municipal issues for people that have like sicknesses. And I'm like, well, I don't know if I
That's
got a sickness
medicinal.
for it, but yeah, exactly. But I thought it was kind of neat. So everywhere we've gone, we went to the local mall. Sometimes in the mall, they'll set up displays to sell stuff like cosmetics or perfumes or plants. And as I was walking by, the person selling it kind of rushed over because they saw an American coming and kind of was doing like this. And I looked over and there was like 12 plants. They're like $12 a piece. These suckers were like 4 foot tall. I was like, wow, that's probably a pretty good investment there. But they're everywhere here because they just passed the law here that it's legalized. You can't sell it prepared to smoke, but the plants, you can buy them, everywhere I've gone, even our local markets, like a flea market here where they sell all the food and stuff. We went yesterday and I looked, they're everywhere. And I'm like, damn, there's no foreigners here. Where I'm at, there was one that left because he outran his visa. I saw one yesterday that looked like he had eaten 30 of those plants because he was all kind of freaked out, big tall guy, tatted up, looked like he just got out of prison. A little scary. But other than that, I've never seen any foreigners in the area that I live because the province I'm in is so far out.
How are how are airlines about taking medicines?
You have to have a prescription. You have to have a prescription, and
Yeah,
make
well,
sure you have a prescription.
Yeah, I have a prescription and it's on the bag that I carry them in. So,
Well,
and it also depends on what
your drugs, of course.
What medicine are we talking about? What kind of medicine?
Like
because
heroin?
if it's something like this, they're not going to let you have it.
no, it's a medication that I take every day, but I have a prescription for it and it's on the.
Then you won't have it. You won't have an issue with it as long as you're not trying to.
It goes in my
over
wallet
5,000.
anyways. No, hell no. It should be fine.
Take your food with you. Don't buy. When I came back from Costa Rica, the very first trip I went, they had a hot dog stand. And keep in mind, this is
$5 hot dogs. Love those $5 hot dogs.
That's nothing because you were out of the country. So I went up and I was like, I think I want a hot dog. And the lady's like, it'll be $9.50. And I was like, no, I said, I don't want a hot dog. The prices on food in the U.S., guys, I'm telling you that I feel sorry for you there because, man, it was high when I lived there. And when I just before I came here and I was staying at my brother David's in Nashville, dude, I would spend like 15 for breakfast, at least 15 for lunch, and probably another 20 for dinner. And here's the point. Me and him, neither one of us cook. And we're both decent sized guys. He's a lot bigger than me. We were constantly eating. So I averaged up how much it was to eat. And my wife asked me, how much do you spend on food there a month? And I told her she couldn't believe it. And it's amazing because here we don't have a lot of cows in Thailand. So we actually pay for imported meat that comes from New Zealand. And it sucks. Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
They say how great it is. Art, you've been in the Philippines. You probably experienced it. It's a pork place. It's all pork.
Yeah.
But anytime I bought ground pork or ground beef, You know how they grind it and it comes out the side and it looks like little thin worms?
Yep.
The shit here looks more, it's quadruple the size. So it's like, it's not, I don't know. It's, in a way, it's a third world country unless you go to the city. And I like living in the province because it gets me to see how real people live here and how they do. And I like that option because it gives me a little advantage because, you know, if I want something special, it's easy to afford.
Robbie, are you not a real person?
Yeah. Well,
Robot.
You need to see how
sometimes,
real
you
people
know.
live. You know, I'm cracking up over here at Chris Wedgeworth.
I know he's a sick puppy. All right,
So
I'm
what
gonna
he
jump
did-
off. I'm gonna jump off real quick and eat, and then
All right, Matt.
we'll end up
Yeah,
jumping on with
thanks for
Adrian. So,
coming.
yeah, man, I
And,
appreciate you having me, buddy. We'll see you
Catch you
soon.
next time. Have a great
Yes, sir.
4th.
Robbie, Bill, thank you guys. Appreciate all the help. Later.
Maybe I should drive to Chicago and bring Maddie with me, and this is all moot.
Just have him ship the drones to you and you'll take care of him while he's gone.
No, I mean I'd have to take a week off, but I'd really love that. Take a week off. Got vacation time coming.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to invest. I don't want to say in front of Maddie, so I don't get his hopes up. I'm going to look into it. You know,
Art, are you coming back? Are you going to the Philippines anytime again? Do you have any future plans of going there?
If I do, it'll be at the end of the year or sometime in early next year.
Well, if you do it, let
Once
me
I
know.
get,
I'll
once
meet
I
you.
figure out what my finance situation's going to be. Now that
Well-
I'm doing YouTube full time.
Yeah. Well, you know, you start getting more super chats and you can save that money up. You
There
fly
you
there and
go,
I'll
there
meet you. I'll tell you what, if you go to the Philippines, I will not only meet you there, I will pay for your ticket back to here. You can stay with me. We'll go fly and then you can go home.
Ooh.
Free trip here. Free place to stay. Free food.
Deal.
It is. It's a good deal.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you. I'll seriously think about that.
Just bring some water with you because the food here is hot as hell.
I know the water there is their version of laxative.
No, it's okay, man. I found this water. We'll be okay. Actually,
I've never been to Thailand. That'd be pretty cool. I like to. It's one of the countries I like to go to. Thailand, Taiwan. I definitely want to go back to Japan.
Yeah, I want to go.
I was there in '95.
We didn't get to go to a honeymoon. I said, "Honey, where do you want to go? To Hawaii?" She goes, "No, I want to go to Japan." It's like, why would you want to go?
Oh, there you go.
You know, when I
Japan
was in the U.S.,
is so diverse.
Yeah, Florida was the big state to go to when I was in the U.S. You know, anywhere in Nashville, Tennessee, we would always go to Florida for like spring breaks. So it's the beach to us.
Everybody went to Florida.
The good beaches.
Thank you, Bill.
But once you, after you've seen the beaches in Florida, which are nice, and you go to Costa Rica, it's a whole nother world. The water, the clarity. I mean, they're nicer beaches. And then I thought that was like the beaches. I've been to Ipanema Beach in Brazil. I've been to all the Brazilian beaches. But when I came here and saw what some of the beaches look like, and then I have to think about why they're so clean. Hell, they're in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing there, you know. But we do have one called Fifi Island, and that's where they filmed the movie with DiCaprio, the Island movie that he had. I don't know what the name of it was. They closed that beach down because some countries actually will not let you bring any kind of suntan lotion or anything like that because it affects the coral reef in the ocean.
Yeah.
So the particular
they have
island,
the same thing in the Philippines.
Yeah, the area here they blocked.
PP Island.
Yeah. So yeah, Fifi Island.
Fifi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not PP Bill.
Yeah. So
Bill's
here,
half
what they
awake
did
right
was,
now. He's
in order, Shutter Island, 107 Drone says Shutter Island. So what they did was they've been protecting this area for a while, probably since they made the movie, and no one's been allowed to go there. I mean, they tours are off. You can't go there. So that's one of the places that I want to be able to travel to and fly. So July, she's got a long weekend. So in July, we're going to take 5 days and we're going to go travel. And it's cool because it gives me a time to get some better images of some cool stuff. Because here it's a fishing village. So the ground's wet everywhere. Everywhere you look, they've got blocked off to put water in to make salt. There's not a lot of places to fly. So when we travel, it's a good opportunity for me to be able to, to fly. And, I'll tell you, when I flew in the U.S., it's a whole lot different flying here than it is in the U.S. Now, Bill's in Florida, and Art, where are you at?
I'm in Denver, Colorado.
Okay, you're in Denver. So, when you start getting really coastal areas, like where Bill's at on the ocean, you get a lot of wildlife, which means a lot of birds. And it's a whole different experience flying in Nashville, Tennessee, in an area that you have some crows and maybe a hawk or two. You're in an area where you got a lot of crows, eagles, stuff like that, other birds. But when you get down to where Bill's at,
especially if you go to the big lakes, you got eagles, you got buzzards, you've got
the eagles and the big birds, of course, are a threat to the drone. But when you get down to where Bill's at, your threat is quantity of birds in the air. And it's not that they're attacking you. It's just like here, take Florida times 10,000. There's so many birds. And the marlins, the marlins never really bother you, but keep this in mind. We stop that drone instantly. They can't stop instantly. So when you've got 150 or 200 birds playing around you, the option for maybe having a problem. So that and flying around radio towers have been my biggest issue here. Is like everywhere I get ready to fly, like I'll see a beautiful mountain with a statue on the top, and I'm like, man, I'm going to go up there and circle it. Well, I can't see behind the statue. And a lot of times, guess what? There's a cell
you'll
phone.
lose radio signal. Yep.
So in the U.S., usually if I fly over 28 meters, I'm above most of everything unless there's the radio tower. Here, my magic number is always 33. Stay above 33 meters, and usually you won't hit anything. Usually you won't hit anything. Keep in mind your elevation. So when you're flying, if you're in a flat area, keep it at 33. If you're in an elevated area where you're flying out, like I did recently, you want to make sure that you get up higher, because I flew from a lower level about 2 weeks ago, and the statue that I was flying around was 300 foot tall. That's the legal limit here. You can't go above 300. Hell, I was like 80 or 90 under. So I couldn't get enough height to get above it. So I had to go around it.
Well, here we've got swallows, and you go to any intersection, there's a whole bunch of them flying around because they eat the little insects, and they're constantly flying. And then if you go to a big lake or a river, they'll nest under the bridge, or they'll nest along the like here at the Pueblo Reservoir, there are like cliffs on the side of the lake, and that's where the swallows will make mud nests in the side.
Yeah, we have a lot of mountains here. It's different. I was telling my wife yesterday, when we have mountains in the U.S., like Tennessee, Rocky Mountains and stuff, people live in those mountains. Here, the mountain is surrounded by water. It's looks like big, let's see, what time is it at night? It's 9 o'clock. If I offend anybody, it's like big boobs sticking out of the water. There's nobody lives on it. It's nothing there. It's all green.
Expensive. Did you say boobs? Oh my gosh. Oh.
Hey, let me tell you though, I try to watch what I say, because there are a couple other people that do have live streams, and people have made comments to me. I like the guy, but I don't watch his live stream because my family's always in the room. Oh, and I understand that. I do understand that part.
Me?
No, it's not you.
Not me. Not me, sure. Because we mentioned boobs on occasion on my channel.
Well, see, the difference is that some of the stuff I'm saying is not translated very well here. So it's not an issue. Those are one of the words that they do understand, though. 107 said, leave that one alone, Uncle Bill's toys.
I will leave it alone. And I went to PPO, and everything's good. We're not talking about tits, though, just boobs.
Exactly. The cleaner version.
I'm sorry. It was really, really crass. Artie,
Yes.
I've enjoyed being here. I think I'm going to take off soon because I've been.
Yeah, I think it's about ready to shut this down. It looks like James is probably sleeping in again, or he's probably getting ready for his. It's also, a holiday in the Philippines because it's their Independence Day as well. Because July 4th, 1946, they were independent from the United States.
Yep. Are y'all gonna go fly for 4th of July? Where are y'all gonna go fly? Y'all gonna try to get
Yeah,
some
I'm going to
footage?
be. I've got a friend that he does a yearly barbecue that I go to, and I'm going to bring a drone this year. And there's probably going to be fireworks all over the neighborhood, so I'll just park it up there at about between 200 and 400 feet, and just do a panoramic and watch all the fireworks displays around the area.
Bill, you should do a live stream.
I did last year. I wish I could. I'm working Monday night. So
Call in sick. Hey, call in sick.
Well, sick on the manager. What do I got? Calling myself? Hey, Bill. Yeah, Bill. You suck. Okay, I'm not gonna be there.
What time do you get off?
Well, we close at 10, and by the time I get out of there and get home, it's like 11. But what I'm thinking is we may close early, and if we do, I'll put the drone up.
Yeah, if you just text me, because I want to watch. Because I miss all that, guys. I don't get to see that. And usually Al will do something, but just to let everybody know in the chat, Al's wife has got COVID. That's why he didn't have his show on Thursday night. So pray for Julie, because she's a really good cook. She's an awesome girl. And I talked to Al, and he told me that she came down with COVID, and I believe they've had their shots. So that's a concern to me. So anyway, so keep Julie in your prayers, please.
It's any number of guys that can be live on 4th of July. And if
But
you don't find
but I want you to be live.
Satisfactory, what you need to do is go to Uncle Bill's Toys and go to 12 months ago and look at my channel, and you can watch mine and make believe it's this year.
There you go.
I flew through 2 batteries with the Air 2S at night, and I got some great video. I thought I did.
Well, I'm gonna wait. You're gonna go live. I know you're gonna go live. So you just text me when you're ready to go live.
I wish I could. We'll see. We'll see. We may close early. I mean, I'm hoping.
There you go,
Charles.
This is where nobody come to St. Lucie. I'm sorry, to Stuart Bowl. This is where I got this video.
Half-price bowling over at Stuart Bowl. Everybody, come on down.
Oh God, Bill Art.
That's there was a storm, and I got all kinds of great footage, all kinds of lightning bolts and stuff, and like that 4th of July last year.
I've only got one lightning strike ever so far since I've been flying drones. I know, and
it's not the greatest, but it was pulled out of video footage.
Yeah, it looked a lot better on my smart controller than it did when I posted it. It was overexposed too much, so I didn't get the true effect, that dark effect where it comes in.
I did nothing to this. I just pulled a frame out of the video.
Yeah, but that's a late afternoon or a night shot, correct?
That was 4th of July. It was like 9:30 at night.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I got mine, it was like 5:30 in the afternoon, so it was still too much in the day in order to get it. But hey, at least I got one on there. So look, guys, I'm gonna run. We'll see y'all later.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I got stuff in the crock pot ready to go.
I'm gonna
take care, Bill. Robbie, good to see you. And have a great weekend, Bill. All right. Bye-bye. Everybody in the chat, thanks for coming. We'll catch you next time.
I might go live. We'll see how I